Good morning, Eagles. This month, we've focused on communication. We've looked at how we communicate with each other, specifically with intentional pauses and paraphrasing, and being aware of ourselves, our biases, and our emotions, and how those impact our communication with others. As teachers, though, we are also giving young people the skills they need to be effective communicators, especially after they leave Lakes and enter the real world. Jenny Harrington and Kyle Naughton both directly address communication skills with their students.
In LRM, we talk about interviewing, and that's a communication style. It's portraying yourself in a short amount of time in the best manner that you can. So some of the things that we do is I teach them how to get into the power pose, because there's a video that the bigger you can make yourself, the more confidence you will have. So they all feel a little bit goofy, but I make them sit in the power pose to start. Then we do a little bit of speed dating style interview questions. So they'll sit across from somebody, ask them interview questions, give them feedback, then they'll swap. And we rotate through that for about a class period, just practicing interview questions. And then what they do is we put them in front of a community member who is a business owner or has been involved with hiring before, so that they get feedback from somebody in the community that's not me. And it gives them a chance to go through that experience of being nervous, being vulnerable, while getting feedback in a non-pressure sort of situation.
So for broadcast, we have a lot of students that have to communicate with other people. So one thing we do is have them set up an email first to schedule the interview. And then after that, we usually like them to send the questions ahead of time too, so that people can kind of think about the responses and things like that. When they get to the interview, the first question that they ask them is to state their name and spell it. So that way they're, in the graphic, they spell the name correctly, and when the editor gets the interview to cut it up, they already have that information. And then after the piece is done, they also have to communicate with the anchors so that the anchors know how to set that feature up. So it's kind of all throughout the process. They're communicating with with a lot of different people, and I think in class the tool we use the most often is spreadsheets that kind of help everybody get on the same page in terms of locating equipment, who's checked out equipment, who's working on what that given week or that given day. So a lot of different tools, but usually email and spreadsheets are the biggest things that we use.
Thanks so much to Jenny and Kyle for coming in to share their thoughts with us. That's it for now, Eagles. Until next time, we'll see you in the tea room.